Friendly reminder, I have no personal issue with anybody. Shout out to Jeezy with the gifted sub. I'm just responding to what they say. It is what it is. Let's see what he has to say about Grand Theft Auto 6. Let me turn that music off. All right, here we go.
Fuck you mean we ain't getting GTA 6?
Bro, you gotta back up off the mic, bro. Your mic is hot. That's when like the levels are too high. That's why you sound distorted, bro. Back up off the mic.
I'm 24. I've been playing the game since I was 14. So you tell me 10 years.
I've been waiting for this game to come out.
About to run with the sub.
I don't know about my third eye. I saw we wasn't gonna get that shit. So I just had it on my, about a few years.
Got GTA, yeah.
He got a Grand Theft Auto tattoo? This nigga is dedicated to the fucking microtransactions. I don't know if I should. Or oh boy.
GTA 5 on my hand.
I got a tattoo of GTA 5 on my hand. I don't know why, I just thought we was in GTA 6. We in GTA 6.
You better share this to your grandma,
your auntie, your dad, your mom, your pet dog, your nephew.
Cause we ain't getting
this
it.
Editing style is corny. What up, Cammy? I'm not gonna say it's corny. I'm gonna say it's not for me. I think he's clearly trying to appeal to like younger Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They really this is you can't blame him on this. This is Mr. Beast's fault. Mr. Beast did this shit, bro. He made it to where every video now gotta have 1 million explosions and sound effects and shit because these iPad kids, the brain rot. They can't function without all these goofy sound effects. So like, I'm not gonna put it on him.
Shit,
it just ain't for me.
In GTA 6 right now.
What is he talking about?
I ain't that high.
We ain't getting Grand Theft Auto 6 because the creator was touched because that nigga was on the Epstein's file.
You mean we ain't... Oh my god. I was like, yo, where's this video going, bro? I get it now. And unfortunately, oh boy, okay. All right, Dread Reaper. I don't know if he's trolling or not. He could be trolling. Like, this could be rage bait, like just looking for attention. I'm not really sure because I'm old. I honestly don't know what y'all be doing on the internet no more. But like, hypothetically speaking, I'm just gonna entertain this and pretend like he's being serious. If the reason why you uploaded this video, this damn near 1 minute video, basically saying GTA 6 ain't coming out, I thought he was gonna give some insight about the industry. He said at the end, because the CEO is in the Epstein files, so GTA 6 is not coming out. The CEO of Rockstar was not in the Epstein files, man. Like, all right, so if you ever see this video, I want to calm your nerves and let you know that the Rockstar CEO was not in the Epstein files. It was the former CEO of Rockstar. Rockstar. Let's see. This dude, Leslie, I believe. Yeah, this dude, Leslie Benzies. So he's the former CEO of Rockstar. He left to form his own studio, and they put out their first game last year. The studio's called like Rocket Boy or something, to build a Rocket Boy. They put out their first game called Mind's Eye. He was in the Epstein files, and he's accused of sexual assault against a minor. So I have a few thoughts about this. First and foremost, this is why it's important to read the article. It will save you a headache. Stop reading headlines and please read the article. It was not the CEO of Rockstar. It's the former CEO. Second, let's pretend like the CEO of Rockstar he was in the Epstein files, and he gets arrested and he goes to trial, so he can no longer, make games for Rockstar because he's, defending his life. That's not how game development works. If the CEO of a game studio gets locked up or steps down, the development of the game doesn't stop for a multitude of reasons. First of all, there's a publisher that's funding the game. They need their ROI. They need their return on investment. So the game is going to come out. Two, it's when a game is made, usually there's more than one leader. You got the CEO of the company, but then you got the creative producer, the head executive, whatever, like the head producer. Like there's a bunch of different leaders, and somebody else will step up. So like with Rockstar is one of the biggest game studios in the world. They have multiple studios that span across multiple countries, including the United States, the UK. Matter of fact, there was an incident in Ireland. They're all across the United States, not the world. So if the CEO did get locked up, GTA 6 would have still came out. Like the game would have been fine. So not only did you not read the article, you just wrong across the board. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know why people tag me in this fucking video. I'm gonna give him the bit. I think he's trolling. I don't know if this is real or not. I genuinely can't tell. I don't think this is real. But if you are being real, I gotta hit you again with the cause woo, guys, stop reading the headlines and read the articles, guys. Oh boy, not much else to say on that one. What else I got for y'all? He was half right with Sam Hauser at very least, but this is a weird troll. It's a weird troll, man. It's a weird troll. Bad intel if he's directing his content towards our youth. I don't know. Other Rockstar news. We have an update on Mr. Leslie. Mr. Leslie Benzies, the guy that is in trouble being accused of SA. He's currently on leave from Build a Rocket Boy. The co-CEO confirms. You said, so no Mind's Eye 2? No Mind's Eye 2. What are we gonna fucking do? Leslie Benzies, co-founder and co-CEO of Build a Rocket Boy, the developer behind Mind's Eye, is reportedly on temporary leave from the firm. This was confirmed by the other CEO, Mark Gerhard, who recently revealed an alleged $1 million plot to sabotage Barb and Mind's Eye. We're going to talk about that in a second. Per an email from Gerhard to the wider company, Benzies is taking a well-earned temporary leave. Well-earned? That's a weird way to word. You're being accused of sexual assault against a minor, allegedly. Saying that your leave was well-earned is a temporary. That's a weird way to word things.
Lock 'em up.
Oh, man.
Lock 'em up.
A well-earned temporary leave to recharge after more than a year of working around the clock on that butt-ass game Mind's Eye. But following that, Gerhard stressed he'd be guiding the company forward and signed off his email as CEO and not co-CEO. Meaning there's a high probability Leslie's not coming back, because why did he change his title? So where did Leslie go? It's been a tough few weeks for the team at Build a Rocket Boy. After the disastrous launch of Mind's Eye, the studio's inaugural game, and several bouts of layoffs, the team was hit again by yet another scandal earlier this month. Leslie Benzies, formerly of Rockstar North fame, found himself accused of SA in a recently uncovered Epstein file. He categorically denied the assault, but confirmed he was in a consensual relationship with this accuser. In a new report published by Games Industry, it was revealed that an email posted by Mark Gerhard after an all-hands call confirmed Leslie Benzies temporarily departed from the company. And then he just talked about the email. Yeah. Yo, shout out to Dark Blaze with the sub. Appreciate it. Nigga has Hard in his last name. I know, right? What the fuck? Oh, they quoting the well-earned, thank God. Yeah, they're quoting it from the email. I was like, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, I don't think he earned that. And there's a multitude of reasons why he didn't earn that. It's not just the accusations. Fucking Mind's Eye sucks, man. It sucks. You did not earn anything. I saw a popular streamer doing a sponsored Mind's Eye stream the other day. They're still trying to save the game. They're paying people to play it. Did they say if whether or not they like it? It seems like he's about to step down if he rebranded from co-CEO to CEO in the email. He's got a rough year ahead of him. The Nuremberg trials are coming, ladies and gentlemen. The United States Nuremberg trials are coming. It's a lot of weird things in them files. And I know some of y'all love GTA. Nobody loves Mind's Eye. But none of these games are more important that's going on right now. The biggest conspiracy the world has ever known. Fuck them. I didn't watch that shit. I just saw the title and sponsor. That check must have been nice to take knowing people hate Mind's Eye and you still took that check must have been nice. Because I know that comment section, he probably put it in sub mode because it would have probably been mad negative. Hit the like button if you're watching it on YouTube. A lot of disgusting things. Other Mind's Eye news. Mind's Eye's co-CEO alleged that $1 million was spent in sabotaging the game, and they will pursue legal action. This game is fucking horrible. 1 million euros was spent to sabotage this game. Nobody sabotaged the game. We saw the gameplay. It was terrible. Shout out to Fresh Goose with the sub. Mind's Eye's co-CEO Mark Gerhard has alleged in an internal meeting with Build a Rocket Boy employees that they've caught the guys who sabotaged Mind's Eye in an alleged 1 million euro campaign. In the meeting, which took place in late January and was sent to Insider Gaming on the condition that the video not be made public, Gerhard opened the call by saying that they caught the guys who've been sabotaging Mind's Eye. He alleged that the company behind the campaign was a very big American company, but that it's probably not the company you're thinking of. Translation, probably not Rockstar. Gerhard alleged that the smear campaign had a budget over €1 million spent in 2025, and that the big American company allegedly played the UK-based company Ritual Network, who he claims are a bunch of gangsters to carry out the sabotages. According to Gerhard, the company has been paying several influencers, including Cyberboy, an influencer Gerhard recently threatened with a cease and desist letter on Discord, 3 journalists, and Build a Rocket Boy employees to harm Mind's Eye and Build a Rocket Boy's reputation. In the meeting, Gerhard alleges that all these individuals will all be served in person criminal complaints shortly, and that the criminal charges are for espionage, sabotage, and criminal interference. Everyone who's involved has real problems, including the company behind it. This is the start of our comeback. Oh, wow, Mind's Eye, any publicity is good publicity. The funny thing about this story, like, let's say hypothetically speaking, this shit goes to court, right? If it goes to court and they're actually able to prove that some people were paid to smear this game, it doesn't change the fact the game is fucking terrible. What does that have to do with anything? Your game is still awful. We have eyes. Didn't nobody pay me to say that this game was terrible? I watched Siggy play it. I watched Siggy play that game, and I said, Man,
I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
Insider Gaming contacted the UK-based company Ritual Network for comment about the allegations, to which they replied, Ritual Network is a creator support platform and is not involved in the matter you reference. We are not aware of any legitimate legal action involving Ritual Network and have not been provided with any evidence supporting these claims. Any suggestion that Ritual Network is connected to these allegations is incorrect. They said they called in cap. When Insider Gaming asked Build a Rocket Boy for comment on these allegations Mark Gerhard made in a meeting, a Build a Rocket Boy spokesperson said, "We don't comment on leaked internal communications. Sadly, we do have evidence there's been a coordinated campaign to purposely and maliciously damage Build a Rocket Boy's reputation and undermine confidence in Mind's Eye. We are working with our legal team and taking steps to address this shit." Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Does anybody remember there being like a blitz, an onslaught of like media that was just super negative towards this game? I do. But it was all based off the first impressions, because if you remember, before the game came out, they let journalists and content creators test the game out, and then they shared their first impressions. I remember people giving negative first impressions, but I don't remember anything other than that. So I'm confused to what smear campaign they're talking about, because the smearing that happened was completely valid. Your game sucks. I'm not familiar with this. Let's see, Ritual Network. Can we find, like, is this like a company that gets sponsorships and shit? It is. We are a world-leading video network, influencer management, and advertising agency. So this is your typical agency that like content creators can sign to. They're based in the UK. And I would imagine this company helps people get sponsorships. So now that we know this, like, who's some creators on their roster? Creators were I'm a YouTube creator, whatever. No, I don't want to join. Do they have their roster up? They claim they have 400 creators, 10 billion monthly views. So they're one of the big UK. It's an MCN, I think. Oh God, that's my past client. They fucking suck. Yeah, I think it's an MCN. They fucking suck. But so they do YouTube management, but they also get sponsorships for YouTube, but they're usually not good at this shit. But now that we know this is an agency that manages talent, as somebody who has a manager, and I know a lot of people that do, I just never heard of anybody getting paid to shit on a game that never came out. This literally doesn't make any sense to me. Also, I gotta call cap on this story too, because this is an MCN, a multi-channel network, which is like, think of like Machinima back in the day. They're a middleman that helps you, that if you're having any issues, they'll go talk to YouTube for you, but in exchange, you know, they'll help you get monetized and they take a cut of your check. So now Google's taking a cut of your check, and as well as them. I would never recommend joining an MCN. These days you can just get, if you get, I think it's 4,000 watch hours in a year and like 1,000 subscribers, you can just monetize directly with Google and keep the majority of your money. So this is some old shit that you needed back in the early 2010s to make money. You don't need this now. But when I was signed to an MCN long time ago, very rarely, and I was signed to one of the biggest ones in LA. I don't want to say it because I don't want to slander no one, but like they very rarely brought me any type of brand deal. So to hear that they generated $1 million and just gave it out to people to shit on a game that nobody cared about. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I am gonna call cap on this story. Laugh my ass off. I found the clip. I'm dying. He had to turn his camera off. Why this game specifically? That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they bash this game in specific? I just don't believe this shit. I don't believe it. We gonna see how this story plays out. I'm sure we're gonna have an update. This could all be a distraction from the Epstein files too, because they don't want his co-CEO to get in trouble or some shit. Numbers don't lie, so the general consensus of an audience of diverse opinions point is dissatisfaction. That's your answer. Ding, 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 ding. Other news. Battlefield 6 Season 2 is finally here. The question is it too little too late? I know me personally, I moved on from this shit because the last update before this one bricked my PC twice. And the content was dripping out slow, but let's see what they're gonna offer in Season 2. Although it's just a cinematic. I don't know if it's gonna have any gameplay in it, any gameplay features.
Pax Armada seized Hagental Air Base.
Very Call of Duty.
Weak link in NATO's satellite command node. This loss has left us blind.
Part of a coordinated strike on a strategic NATO.
Show any Pax movement until it was too late.
Suddenly a flashback. It's lost. NATO's line just collapsed.
Continues to unravel by the second.
It's a complete
operational failure. The situation spiraling faster than anyone can plan.
Command has authorized full force engagement against the base. Whatever it takes, whatever it costs. We take that node back, or we lose this war.
I wish these publishers would understand, like, I feel like a trailer like this is okay for when Battlefield 6 is first launched. You can use it like as a teaser. Oh shit, Battlefield 6 is coming, and then you do the gameplay later. But we're now Season 2 into the content. I don't need a cinematic trailer. If you're somebody who played Battlefield 6, you know what the fuck the game is. Why do we need a cinematic trailer? Just drop the gameplay trailer and what things we can unlock in Season 2. This seems like a complete waste of fucking money, bruh. This did nothing for me. I thought we were gonna get a tease or something. And then you drop, so this dropped today on the 10th. You're gonna drop the gameplay trailer 2 days later. Just drop the fucking gameplay trailer. This does more to annoy me than anything. Then they lay somebody off. Exactly. Because it costs money to animate this stuff, right? That's an example of what I mean. If I was managing one of these companies, I'd be looking to see where I can actually cut corners so I don't have to lay people off. You're wasting, you're paying for hours to animate this goofy shit that nobody asked for, man. I was gonna drop during the state of the play. Oh yeah, the state of the play is in 2 days. It could be that, possibly. It could be that. You get a new battle pass, like open your wallet, Goofy, get ready. Nah, chill. And more positive news, Overwatch has set a new all-time peak on Steam with the release of Season 1. Currently, they're saying there's over 165,000 concurrent players, more than double the previous record. The update has added 5 new heroes and more. And then Kami said he tried the game out and it seems like it's in a good state. Shout out to Overwatch. He said Season 1? Yeah, Season 1, because you gotta keep in mind, there was Overwatch 1, then there was Overwatch 2, then they said we drop into 2, and we rebooting the franchise as Overwatch, so now it's technically in Season 1 again. So that is correct. It's in Season 1. And they're dropping 10 new characters. They dropped 5 new characters today. So shout out to Overwatch making a comeback. I'm seeing positive reception on the timeline. People have been fucking with it. I've been playing it too. It's really good. Domina's broken in my opinion. See, somebody in the chat said they've been enjoying it. I asked who saw the podcast. I asked the guys on the podcast and the girls if y'all want to hop on it so we can talk about it on the podcast maybe, and everybody just laughed at me. So I don't know if we're going to cover it on the podcast. But you see the beauty of competition? Marvel Rivals is on that ass, and it made them finally do better. So shout out to them. Hopefully you guys can maintain the momentum and continue to push out good content that your audience loves. And speaking of Marvel Rivals, first trailer for Monster Hunter Elsa Bloodstones as a duelist in Marvel Rivals Season 6.5 is here. She releases on the 13th. That's right, ladies. We've got a hero shooter war. Competition is key. Competition is key. They said, I see your new characters, Overwatch. I raise you Elsa Bloodstone.
You called a monster hunter, mate?
More duelists. Woo! DPS.
Tea, anyone? Trap set.
Podcast is fire. I appreciate you. Oh, she got combos.
Breathing gunshot.
That was actually kind of fire. She bounced the bullet off the wall.
A perfect hunt.
Okay, she got a little rocket jump.
Time to unleash the monster. Dinner time, love! Not gonna complain about that. Release the Glortrux!
You said guest character?
Never mess with
No, she's a new character in the game. Why would they put a guest character in a damn hero shooter? That doesn't even make sense. That literally makes no sense. In hero shooters, one character can completely break the game because you have to program to how they interact with other characters. Why the hell would there be a guest character in a Marvel in a hero shooter? She's from the X-Men, I believe. Yeah, she's more of an obscure character. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too familiar with her. I've heard her name before, but I'm not super familiar with her. But I think it's a good thing that they're doing more obscure Marvel characters, because if this character becomes popular and people like her, you're gonna get more characters and you're gonna get implemented into things instead of getting regurgitated more Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's good, because keep in mind, none of you guys knew who Jeff the Land Shark was or Luna Snow was before the game came out. So like, it's fine as long as the character's good. That's all that matters. She's in the Werewolf at Night movie. I haven't watched it. I heard that was good, but like, it just didn't interest me. I'm not into like all that shit. The only werewolf movie I like is Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox. If you know, you know. But other than that, nah, don't blame us, nigga. That was the Twitch chat comment. Wait, what? Speaking of X-Men, getting a solo series has been a minute. Cyclops is getting a solo series. Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. Cyclops #1. It introduces some new characters. I'm probably going to pick that one up. You talking about the book. I saw on Twitter, C&D fans want to bring the show back. So shout out to the hero shooter genre. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I find it very interesting that one of the reasons people said they didn't want to play High Guard is they were sick of hero shooters. But then Overwatch announced some new characters. Now it's breaking records. Marvel Rivals announced a new character. Everybody's excited. If you don't like the game, that's fine. But I'd be feeling like niggas' arguments are very disingenuous. But you're not ready for that conversation. You're not ready for that conversation. You are not ready for that conversation. You know, you prefer your comfort food. It's fine. Someone in the Twitch chat tried to say we didn't have comic book knowledge. It was probably in reference to yesterday's conversation about like Spider-Man fans and stuff like that. It's almost like niggas be lying. Because I was like, I just don't understand. I thought everybody, that should be a tweet right there. I thought everybody said they were tired of hero shooters, and that's why you review bombed High Guard. But it seems like when Overwatch announced some new characters, everybody came running back. Yeah, I'm getting the new Absolute Batman. I'm getting there's a new Absolute Wonder Woman dropping tomorrow too. There's like 3 or 4 books I'll probably get tomorrow. It's the same tactic with gaslighting about racism. Motherfuckers is full of shit. It looks like Resident Evil 5 is getting the remake treatment next. If an ESRB listing is anything to go by. More Resident Evil remakes are happening. That's inevitably after all the modern remakes crossed the 10 million copies sold mark. We're now getting close to RE4's 3rd anniversary, and news on the next comeback could drop any moment now. This shit came out 3 years ago? Goddamn. If we pay attention to the ESRB, oh yeah, DCKO drops tomorrow, yeah. If we pay attention to the ESRB website, Resident Evil 5 could be next in line. Via Kotaku, we've been alerted of a new listing on the Xbox Series X/S version of the game originally released in March of 2009. The page is bare bones and provides a short description that could perfectly apply to yet another remaster or a re-release of the 5th mainline entry, but as pointed out by Kotaku, there's a mention of in-game purchases. Oh, Lord. Capcom has been throwing those into every game in recent years, even single-player ones, to whatever this iteration of RE5 is. Some form of new content is coming at the very least. Is the page still up? Oh, it is listed. Resident Evil 5 is rated M for mature by the ESRB in Blood and Gore. Oh, yeah, so it's still up. Interesting. I would, until it's 100% confirmed, I mean, it's believable. They remade 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they all sold well. But until it's 100% confirmed, I'm leaning towards it's a 90% chance this is real. Why wouldn't they do the 5th one? They're gonna remake all the Resident Evils until they get to Resident Evil 6. Then they're gonna act like it don't exist. What? You said please keep the co-op. I feel that. So I'm leaning towards I think this is true, especially because the page is still there. You said it's fine with me. I feel that. What else we got? So that's your news right there for your Resident Evil update. And then last but not least, PlayStation Plus for February 2026 extra and premium games include Sony's blockbuster Spider-Man 2. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The 2024 Ball and Gun Gamer Game of the Year is going to be free. February's lineup of games for the PlayStation Plus catalog have leaked online and includes a major PS5 blockbuster. According to the ever-reliable Deal Labs leaker, Sony is set to confirm Marvel's Spider-Man 2 as this month's headline game for the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium subscribers. Insomniac's well-received web-slinging sequel will be joining the PS5 online racer, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, plus artsy indie Neva for both PS4 and the 5, and available to be claimed by February 17th. Yeah, that's all you got. I mean, it's just a rumor. It's not confirmed, but my thing is, like, would anybody be excited? Because I feel like if you own a PS5, who hasn't played Spider-Man 2? Like, you kind of have to play it. It's one of the main exclusives that came out. But for all maybe 5 people who haven't played it on the PS5, I don't want to hear nothing. You don't got nothing to play if this comes true. I have it on disc, so I'm good. I feel that. Spider-Man 2 was my game of the year in 2023, but I didn't care that it didn't win. People take that shit too seriously. I don't even think people take it that seriously. That's the funny part. Because the same people that be bitching about shit, you never see them talk about games all throughout the year. It's only during the Game Awards. And I think it has more to do with, like, that's the hot topic on social media, across Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you say anything about it, you're going to go viral. Kind of like yesterday, right? Well, not yesterday. Sunday was the Super Bowl, right? Like, people who don't even watch football were tweeting about the Super Bowl. Because anything about the Super Bowl, if it's funny or interesting, it's going to go viral. So it's just people trying to capitalize on the moment. It's an example of how algorithms have ruined society, but y'all not ready for that conversation. Shout out to JFE with the super chat. He said Chris Redfield is punching boulders again. Let's go. Yeah, people just want to be part of the conversation. They want to be